there! Welcome! Hi, Mobius! Thank you so much for the 7-month resub! Oh my gosh! It's just... a lot. I was scrolling Twitter because I started doing that and then didn't realize that I had forgotten to test captions and do other things that I'm supposed to do when I'm in the countdown. No, I got distracted and was scrolling through Twitter, but then I got the bing and it was really nice. And Heike Squared, you remembered to look at the clock just in time. It's good to see you. I'm happy that you're here. Yeah, today is Mass Effect Sunday. I think technically it is. I don't remember what I called it, like Space Day Sunday or something like that. I don't remember. It's not. I was, Stealth Space Sunday because I wasn't gonna copy Amy and call it Sunday Space Day. But we've never had a fudge, I'm streaming in 5 minutes moment. Nope. I mean, this was there's 30 seconds left. I should maybe test the captions, make sure they're turned on, finish opening the other things that I should have done 10 minutes ago. Luckily I already had my beverages, I'd already visited the restroom, I'd done most of the setup, and then I sat down, and then for some reason Twitter was still open, and I ended up scrolling and lost time. But it's totally fine. I've only been doing this for a little over a year. Yeah. To be fair, I was up rather late last night because I couldn't sleep after our D&D game. It had been 2 weeks since my character died, and then last night was the first session with the new character, and because we're playing every other week currently. And so my new character, everything started out, and my very first 3 rolls were natural 20s. The first one for a performance check, because I have the entertainer background and played a song on the bird pipes. So that was a nat 20. I'm gonna turn that. So yeah, the first one was a nat 20 to play a song on the bird pipes for the new party that I had just run across. And they were all on guard because they were still standing around the dead ice troll and my other character's dead body when I came upon them. And there are reasons why I was there, but I won't share them on stream because the other players don't know, and there's the chance that they could be in chat or watching. Generally not, because usually Elixie has another game that she plays during my stream on Sundays, so she's not usually here on Sundays. But yeah, so the brain. Yes, I arrived, played a song, nat 20, excellent performance. Then the second nat 20, the second roll of the game for me, was initiative against 2 carrion crawlers. Which, good initiative, especially for a fighter. My last character was a cleric, and if I rolled high on initiative, I was sad. Because as the cleric, I wanted to go last. But as a fighter, I want to go first. So that was good. The third nat 20 was my very first attack roll with the character, which, since I had not managed to actually reach the carrion crawler, was with a crossbow. Not my main weapons, because I'm a dual wield. I have two rapiers, I think. Yeah, rapiers. And so the third nat 20 was to shoot a crossbow bolt, and it went well. And I activated my my Rune Knight ability and grew large because I am playing small. I'm playing the fairy race from Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and it is small. It's sized small because of mechanics, because tiny didn't work as well mechanically, so they went with small. So roughly the same size as a halfling, 3'5", but I have wing, which means as a fighter I'm not wearing medium or heavy armor, because I can't fly if I do. So I have studded leather so that I can still fly. But then I grow large and I fly. Hi, Lord Portico! Have fun listening to law students talk about trademarks or something. So then there was Giant Fairy attacking with 2 swords. And that was fun, and I got to activate the fire rune on one of my hits. and the GM described it, because the fire rune activation puts fire manacles and restrains the creature, but it was a carrion crawler, so the GM described it as little tiny fire manacles on every single one of its tentacles. And it was great. Yeah, I'm a large fairy. It was just the greatest description, because you know what carrion crawlers are? They're kind of like a giant monstrous centipede with tentacles, sort of. And so it had little manacles on every single appendage to restrain it in place, and I thought it was a glorious description. So overall, a really good start. And then there were 2 other points, I don't remember the specifics, but later in the game, where I rolled 2 more natural 20s. I also rolled 2 nat 1s, one of them on a performance check, which, whatever. It was for a quite senile old hermit that we ran across in a cave that had a Great Pyrenees that had 10 magical, what's the spell? The one that has the hands that you can reach out and do things at a distance. I've forgotten the name of it, but whatever. This dog had 10 of those, and it was... Anyway. But we got a good night's sleep in the hermit's cave, and I had tried to play him a song and rolled very badly. I rolled a nat 1. But that's okay. I'm still learning some of my abilities. We encountered... basically a spelljammer in the game, and we're playing the official like Rime of the Frost Maiden adventure. But yeah, we encountered a spelljammer that had a sort of illithid. It was a gnome ceramorph, I think is what they're called, where sometimes the ceramorphosis that turns a creature into an illithid goes wrong when it's a gnome, and they stay small, and they retain some of their knowledge of their past self, and retain the gnomish language and stuff like that. And so this ship was being flown by a gnome ceramorph, and we did a trade deal with them. So we had a crystal that they needed, a psi crystal that they needed to power the ship, and they had goods that we could use. So now I have a laser rifle. Kind of like hybrids, yeah. But yeah, so now I have a laser rifle, but it's alien technology that we're unfamiliar with, so we have to do intelligence checks to figure out how it works. And that was the other nat 1. I rolled a nat 1 to try and figure out the laser pistol and accidentally shot it. Thankfully, it didn't hit anybody. It just shot into the snow. But I have used 1 charge on the laser pistol, and I don't know how many charges it has. But yeah, I did realize later that even with that nat 1, my performance score should have been higher than it was, because I'm supposed to get double proficiency on because of one of the other things that I've got. I'm supposed to have double proficiency on any tool checks where I'm trained with the tools, and I'm proficient with my bird pipes, so I should have had double proficiency on that. But it's all good. And then we leveled up in the game, and it was a good time. It was a really, really good first session for Glimmerwing, my new character. And they don't talk like a surfer dude the way that my last character did. I'd say they're a bit flighty. They're very changeable. This fairy is somewhat chaotic in their moods. One of the characteristics that I took which is one that's in the book, is that they'll change moods as often as they change key in a song. So quick to anger, quick to lose that anger, and kind of a rapid pace of speech. I'd say not quite the same, but kind of similar to what Anthony Rapp has been doing with his character, the bird, the Aasimar character that he's playing on Disco Does D&D. So kind of a bit more like that bird-like kind of speech pattern that he's been doing, but not nearly to the level that he's been doing it. But yeah, it was a fun time. I had a lot of fun last night, and that was despite the fact that I still had a lingering headache. I developed a headache during stream yesterday, and it was... I don't know if anybody here was watching yesterday, but I felt like the stream went horribly yesterday. I was not doing well in the game. I was developing a headache throughout. I just felt like I was not the best yesterday, and I probably should not have streamed yesterday, but I did. And, you know, today I'm much, much better. Despite the fact that I also just did not sleep well last night. It's I have a really bad sleep pattern. My body doesn't want to go to sleep until at least 2 a.m. and doesn't want to wake up until like 10, and so when it gets off, it gets really wacky. Like last night, I know I was up at 4, and I forced myself to get up this morning because I needed, so that hopefully I can sleep tonight. I don't know. But yeah, I just my internal body clock wants me to sleep different hours than our society would wish that I would do. So the fact that I normally, like, throughout the week have to get up at like like 6:30ish to start getting ready for work, so that I can commute to a building and do work that I could do from here, because it's mostly all on the computer, really bugs me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really functional before 10 a.m. ever. So despite the fact that I get up, I shower, I eat breakfast, I drive to work, and I'm there between 8 and 8:30, I'm not functional before 10. So those aren't like good work hours. They're just hours that I'm sitting in a chair because I'm forced to sit in the chair during those hours. I'm not getting anything done. I'm poking through my emails, trying to make myself stay awake. Because my body doesn't want to be awake at those hours. Looks concerned and considers adding a generalized self-care command. I mean, self-care is important. The 4 a.m., it was mostly that I just couldn't fall asleep. So, it happens. It's a thing. I'm actually really awake today, which is scary, because the fact that I barely slept last night and I'm awake means that I probably will really struggle to get up tomorrow. But, you know, whatever. Life is life. I'm here. So hopefully we don't have big problems with dropping frames today. I know Urban Bohemian was having difficulties yesterday, and I'm fairly certain we probably connect to the same Twitch server. But I ran a test of stream bandwidth before I went live today, and everything looked good. I've so far dropped 30 frames. So hopefully connection is not an issue. I know that they were pulling large orange cables through the ground last week, which orange, in a little bit of Google searching, orange cables are used for telecom, so I'm hoping that means that Comcast is finally putting through to where my building is. They've been moving into this town, which would mean that I would have competition and actually another option for internet service, and it might be possible to get a higher bandwidth for upload. I don't know what the offerings are from Comcast, and I don't know what they will be until they list my address as one that is serviced, but it'll definitely be something that I'm as I was saying, it'll definitely be something that I investigate as soon as it's an option to do so. Because as soon as I mentioned it, buffering, woohoo! So that is a thing that hopefully will happen soon. It's at his Angry Hammer of American Infrastructure competition now. Yeah. So hopefully we don't get too much of that today during stream. I was going somewhere with that. That was like the preamble to something else, but I've forgotten what it was. So anyway, we're on board of a collector ship, one that Caden was previously on, and he better not still be on it, because that's not the ship that we want him in. So we will be picking up in the middle of that mission. So far, there's not really been any combat or anything in the mission, but we paused because it was time to end, and there was supposed to be more of it coming. So we'll see what happens. I should probably go through the plans for the next week. So tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be live. We're starting Darklands. I don't really know anything about Darklands, except that it is, I believe, a game from 1992, roughly open world, open world RPG. Sort of similar to what I've been streaming on Saturdays, it seems like, which may be why somebody put it on the wheel. Hang on, I've gotten an itch. Oh, come on. No unstable? I don't want unstable. Getting different indicators. It says it's good here. It says it's good there. It says it's not good there. I don't know. So, yeah, we're going to try Darklands. I'm hoping that it is not as hard as it like it might be. But we'll play it for a bit. So one of the things that I've not really had to do so far with the... No, unstable, just pizza table. Yes, pizza table sounds good. Sorry, saying pizza table made me think of Reichstaffel, which is... I think that's how you say it. How do you say it? See, now I have to look. Yeah, Reichstaffel. Which is spelled like that, which... I wish I could find a place that did this in the US, but it's Indonesian cuisine interpreted through the Dutch. I spent a month in the Netherlands a few years ago and got to experience this, and it was really good, and I'd love to have it, but I've never been anywhere like in the US where there was a place that did this nearby that I could go to and have it. But anyway, that wasn't what I was talking about. I was trying to do my schedule. We're doing, so we're starting Darklands tomorrow, and we'll see. I'm uncertain if because I know nothing about it, I will give it a definite good go, so probably a couple weeks at least. If we're not making progress and it just gets frustrating for me, I will put it aside and play something else. So we'll see it. We'll see how it goes. It's 92 from what I've read, and I've tried to kind of avoid spoilers, but from what I've read, it can be rather punishing, which is why I'm saying if I get really frustrated with it, I might stop. So when I say with the Monday we spin the wheel and we play the game until we're done with it, means until we finish the game or I just don't want to play it anymore. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably allow backseating just because I I'm unfamiliar with it. It seems like a game where I might need some help, but whatever. So that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Wednesday, got a collection of stuff from a NASA engineer who was working on individual like self-propulsion devices for EVAs, most notably jet shoes. So we'll be looking at that on Wednesday during my archives stream, and then of course Saturday we continue with Ultima 5. Between now and Saturday, I may actually do some grinding because I'm fairly certain from everything that I did some Googling to check and just memory from having played the game decades ago. We're in the jail cell. We have no money. I don't think there's any way out of the jail cell except dying, which will drop us back to like first level and no hit points and no karma. And so I will double check and see if it's possible to get a free key to get out, because I have no key. And the guy who comes around once a day and offers keys, from everything I can find, he sells them for 50 gold. Well, we have like 5. So I will check, and if there's no way out of the jail cell without dying, I'm just gonna die and go and just grind to build up hit points and gold, and I'll just do that off stream so that we can move things along. But Saturday we will come back to Ultima 5, and then of course next Sunday it'll be more Mass Effect. So, oh, you've had Reichstaffel several times when you first moved to DC and love it, but that place closed and you've never seen it since. Yeah, and so I was living in St. Cloud, Minnesota, when I did my study abroad in the Netherlands. And when I came back, I looked for Reichstaffel, and the closest place that had it was Chicago. The closest place where there was a restaurant that did it was in Chicago, and I was like, well, I'm not driving to Chicago for that. And then when I moved here to Virginia, I couldn't find anything. There wasn't really anything in DC at the time. So yeah, I live in rural Southwest Virginia presently, and so there are certain things I can't get. For a long time, I couldn't get a decent bowl of restaurant ramen. There's currently a place that does a decent bowl, and there's a place coming that's supposed to do really good ramen. Although they've said they were coming since the summer and it's still not open. I don't know what's up with that. But like Ethiopian food. I love Ethiopia. I would really love it if there was decent Ethiopian food nearby, but to get it I have to go 5.5 hours up to D. So, you love the captions. Can get Reichstaffel correct, but struggle with Ultima. Yeah, that's really cool that they're actually able to get Reichstaffel. That surprises me. Anyway, I think that the game has had significant and plenty of time to load, and the loading screen is getting sad that we're not moving past it. So, oh, that's so cool. Sorry, I just saw Eric retweeted a thread from Draconix highlighting Aki, and that's amazing. Yay, Aki needs more highlights. Sorry, now I'm just apparently distractible. I should stop chatting and actually get into the game, and then I will be hopefully less distractible. Anyway, let's pop over to the Mass Effect screen, and I will try to get this stream underway. Let us resume. And once I click resume, you will get a picture in just a moment. Game capture won't get it until I'm actually into the game. It doesn't, like, full screen, actual, like, game screen. I'm in the program, but I'm on the menu where you pick between Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, and the game capture won't capture that screen. But you should have picture here in just about a moment. I hope. Hello, game capture. Capture game. Yes? Game capture. Will you capture game? You're gonna lose sound. There we go. Look, It's game. Aki is very cool and worth being distracted about. Indeed, Aki is very cool and worth being distracted about. It's game. Hi, Snorpin Boss. How are you today? Right. We are here. It's pretty, but also creepy, because collector ship. I'm guessing this is the way we came from. Yeah, okay. Got up here, had this lovely vista, and I said, is this gonna be lengthy? And I was told yes, and so we saved because I could and ended stream.
There, on the platform. Looks like some kind of control panel.
Backup collectors seems odd. Alive or dead. Suggest caution.
Why are there veins? In here. Why are there veins? Is that Caden waving from behind the creepy hive formation, or are you hallucinating? Yep, hallucinating. Why? Why veins? The ship has organic components, but you can see them. I don't want to see the veins. Caden better not be on this ship. Caden was on this ship before. We saved him from this ship. Oh no, hat trick. I just got into the game. No, it's fine. I will do the hat trick, because against alien invasion, we must struggle in vain. Oh, key squared points. Out of uniform and has an N7 hat. Okay. Yes, I do. Also, Emmy combat prep. Don't go unprepared. Remember that F5 is your quick save option. Save early, save often. Also, please ensure that all armor settings and weapon selections are in the upgraded and locked position before we light it up. Thank you, Lord Portico. I would have at some point said, I don't remember what the quick save button is. So thank you for reminding me. I do indeed have an N7 hat that I will now do the hat trick to put on. And the hat trick exists because I like changing the hats, but I don't want you to see my baldy head. So I switched the hat without letting you see the top of my head. Because I used to have lovely, lush, thick hair. And now I have lovely, lush, thick hair on the sides and in the back. And I miss it everywhere else. Anyway, that's more than you wanted to know. So, N7 hat in place. We are... to open this over. There. We'll see how that looks on the next screen. Collector. I'm feeling like veins. Let's add some to the decor. Other collector. Okay, but that's 10,000 space bucks more. If you have it, flaunt it. Alright, let's back to the Alright, now see my chin is falling off the bottom. I don't know. Eventually I will update Scream. I will update Scream. I will update. Eventually we'll move on from the overlays that I have and I'll put new ones in and then I can readjust like camera sizes and whatnot. But for now, they are what they are. Apparently you have Fall Out Boy lyrics stuck in your head. I don't actually know Fall Out Boy, so I hope that it's good, but sadly I can't sing it for you because I don't know him. Beyond, like, maybe I would know their songs if I heard them, but I have no association of specific songs to the group name Fall Out Boy. I just know that there is a group called Fall Out Boy. My wonderful stockpile of minerals and credits. Oh, that's because we go to every planet and we harvest there until resources are listed as poor. So, yeah. Alright, there's command console. I look around first. Oh look, a drop. Need more Ezo. Yes, all the scanning all the side quests. We even have an emote about side quests. But yeah, I do all the scanning. We have lots of conversations where sometimes I've had entire streams where I think the game was nothing but scanning and we just talked the whole time.
EDI, I'm setting up a bridge between you and the collector ship. See if you can get anything useful from the databanks.
Joker!
Data mine in progress, Shepard.
I really wish Joker was romanceable.
That can't be good.
We're okay. This is okay. This is totally fine.
Everyone's all right, Joker. What just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems.
This is the
Shepard,
ship
it was
that
not
killed
a
the first
malfunction.
Normandy.
This was a trap.
Of course it was a trap. We knew that from the second we stepped on board. Singer's known for always wearing cool hats for similar reasons.
We need a little help here, EDI.
I am having trouble maintaining connection. There's someone else in the system.
Well, eat them. That's what you do to someone else in the system. You eat them. Same ship. Not same class. The exact ship.
Connection reestablished. I need to finish the download
I mean,
before I can override
yeah.
any systems.
Then you better get it done fast, EDI.
We've got incoming hostiles.
What is that? Am I supposed to shoot that? What the fuck?
We've got trouble.
Oh!
Enjoy.
I can't see a damn thing. I'm gonna die.
Go get him, Topeka. Good girl.
I just realized I was really, really, really hurt.
My attacks will tear you apart.
I love that they gave me a sniper rifle finally. The whole first game I did sniper rifle all the time.
My attacks will tear you apart.
Come on, EDI. Speed it up.
Or inbound.
Yeah. Very angry sync drain plug. Yes. I mean, this is bizarre. It's just bizarre.
Ready to fight.
Oh, the zoom on this thing is really difficult. I love the sniper rifle, but my goodness.
Be our harbinger.
Again? Again with the freaking Harbinger? Seriously? I don't need more of you guys. Why did you have to respawn?
84%.
EDI, get us out of here.
I am simultaneously fighting collector firewalls in over 8,000 nodes. I am tasked to capacity.
Here they come again.
I
think I might be badly positioned.
Direct intervention is necessary.
Nothing's faster than Topeka on spawn.
Assuming control.
Assuming. Oh, I forgot all about that. Calm your butt, Shepard, working as fast as I can. Oh, hi, Harbinger. Good to see you. Why are you here? Get the fuck out. Hello, heavy weapons. I'ma use your own guns against you. Silly butt.
Combat drone ready.
Shepard, you must manually reestablish my link to the command console.
And how would one do that, EDI? Laser beam to the face! Power cell. Take those. Thank you very, very much. Ooh, yes. Heavy weapon ammo. Ooh, baby, I love your ammo. I don't know. Really, really don't know.
Shepard, you must manually.
I heard you the first time, Edie. Hold your ponies.
I've regained control of the platform, Shepard.
We're gonna have to fight Edie at some point, aren't we?
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Edie.
I always work at optimal capacity.
Did you get what we needed?
No spoilers, please.
I found data that
Whether
will
we
help
do or
us
don't,
successfully
no
navigate
spoilers.
the Omega-4 relay. I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The collectors were the source. It is unusual.
Just wanted to be sure I wasn't ignoring her. Taking strolls through the collector's ship. Flower meadows. Having a picnic in the... Oh, Smurfin' Boss. On the turn. I mean, it is unusual?
What are you
Why?
getting at?
Turian emergency channels have secondary encryption. It is present, but corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the elusive man would believe the distress call was genuine.
He knew it was a trap!
I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
Why would Edie tell us that he sent us into a trap? Oh, we're going with he betrayed us. Tim lied to us? Oh no! What a surprise! I'm clutching my pearls! Yeah, indeed. Indeed, indeed.
That son of a bitch sent us right into collector hands.
We should have known this would happen. Cerberus can't be trusted.
I agree with you, Tali.
Commander, we got another problem. The collector ship is powering up.
But why would Edie tell us that he knew it was a trap?
Losing another Normandy.
I do not have full control of their systems. I will do what I can. Sending coordinates for shuttle extraction.
Come on, let's move.
Alright, time to fight our way out. +2 Renegade, +2 Paragon. Tim was naughty? Oh my! Don't want heavy weapon all the time. Let us switch back to... I love the sniper rifle. I just wish I could do more than one shot without reloading. We're going Carnifex hand cannon because it is my favorite weapon in the game. Also, F5. I'm getting better at remembering to save because I've been playing...
Around the corner, take the door on your right.
I've been playing Dragon Age 2 again off stream. This is the first time that I've played a game and then basically immediately wanted to play it again. I made myself play Inquisition in between, and then tried to do some Final Fantasy XIV, but was kind of bored with that, and so went right back to Dragon Age 2 because it's really fun. There are sniper rifles with different firing modes. Where, though, not a clue. Yeah, no, Mobius, I'm certain there are. We just got the sniper rifle. So I would imagine that upgrades later in the game will get me what I want. What are you? Hello there. Oh. Are you...
Assuming direct control.
Oh, frickin' Harbinger. I don't like you, Harbinger. Die. Die, I tell you, die.
Our power is unmatched.
Yeah, well... You died anyway. Bad shooting position. Move up.
They should open them up.
Please do, Tali. It's so good having Tali back on the team. Harbinger just wants to show you around. MTV Cribs, Collector Ship episode. Oh, Cribs. I remember Cribs. That's still a show? I haven't watched MTV since they stopped having music videos. And honestly, I didn't really watch MTV very much when they did have music videos, except for like, I don't remember what it was called. They had a show where they basically did music videos, and in the breaks between, it was like a beach party. And there were lots of shirtless guys that were all muscly and cute, and I used to watch it for that. So this is my storage bay where we keep thousands of frozen bodies. This is the gross section. I don't know what the veins on the windows. I don't know, but it was really expensive. Yeah. What was it called? I don't remember what that show was called. Was it like Total Request Live or something? I don't remember. It was a beach party. It was every summer, and they would do it during spring break, and there were always shirtless cute guys on the show just dancing in between the videos, and I watched it for that, not for the videos.
Next hit.
Reload! That's slow reloading. It's like we're in Terminator. All the women in tiny bikinis, all the guys in shorts and speedos. Yeah, I mean, it was in the 90s, so the shorts, like the swim trunks, were I died. All the swim trunks were like the long swim trunks that were the style in the 90s. But
Headed for combat.
Kill.
I will direct this
Combat
person.
goes away.
Face your annihilation.
your ace self just kept wondering why they were cutting back to half-naked people. Yeah, no, that makes total sense. I mean, as one of the gays, I didn't have a lot of opportunity to see men shirtless that actually were attractive men. So I enjoyed it. And it was sort of like a safe place to view men's bodies. It's very strange saying this. It was a safe place to do it because I was just watching on my own, and whereas, like, yeah, there were shirtless guys in the locker room at school, but I wasn't gonna look at them because that was dangerous. Oh, what the hell are those? Once again, in a BioWare game, we have something called an abomination. No, why did you jump? I didn't want to get up there. Ah! I should pay attention to the fight.
Leave the dead where they fall. My attacks will tear you apart.
Where'd you go? Hey, show your face.
Will no pain, Shepard.
We good? Hide from all the Right Said Fred videos. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Sexy for my shirt. Anyway, the 90s were a distressing time. If you mean distressing as in disdressing, meaning taking off your clothes, I agree. Watched Interview with the Vampire too many times for similar reasons. The horror movie, plausible deniability. Indeed, plausible deniability. Then you have films like The Mummy. Oh yes. Oh, Brendan Fraser in The Mummy is delicious. It's weird to say that, but he is. And just Brendan Fraser in general. I didn't really watch. I don't think I've ever seen George of the Jungle, but The Mummy. I mean, there were multiple reasons. I was in the midst of major depression at the time when it came out, and was living on my dad's couch after having dropped out of college. I was working a temp job, and I drove to a movie theater about like a half hour away, I guess. Like every night for like 2 weeks, and watched and saw The Mummy like every night for 2 weeks in the movie theater. Sort of because I wanted to not just be at my dad's house nonstop, partly because it was a really good movie, and partly because I was depressed and it was something to do. I think I only fell asleep like twice, but you know, depression does weird things. Your memories of the 90s is seeing grunge and thinking, wait, this is just slightly updated punk? And D-Light, yeah. I mean, I grew up grunge as much as I could with hand-me-down clothes. So I was grunge, but I was dressed for the 80s. Very weird. The entire film was just, I need a cold shower now! Again! Yeah, it's a good movie. The second movie's also good. The third movie's not as good. Oh. Yeah, there's... Thank you. I forgot that I was responsible for that. I did set it up so that Portico can do it, but I don't know that Portico has received the instructions on how to do it, so... Where am I supposed to go? I think I'm going in circles. I know I'm going in circles. How do I go that way? Oh! I jump off a cliff. That's how I go that way. You got through most of the 90s, played Vampire, LARPed it, walked around in a thrift store dark coat, shaved half your head. So I wore a trench coat to school every day during high school.
I'm opening a door on the far side of the room.
Because I went to high school before Columbine happened. Oh, fuck, what is that? I think we fought one of those before, haven't we?
We need to try something else.
That
This
didn't
should
work.
soften them up.
So, I used to wear my dad's old, Navy trench coat to school every day. Because he was in the Navy. And he had an official, like, Navy trench coat. And that's what I wore to school every day.
Target for the view. Problematic.
Ah! Die, Torian, die! I am gonna die! Run, Forrest! Run, Shepard, run! Get away from the Praetorian! Holy crap! Shnikes! Ah, jinkies! I love the hand cannon. It's not the right weapon at the moment, but it's the one I have out, and I'm forgetting how to change weapons. I died. Hold spacebar. Spacebar. That's how I change weapons, too. Sorry. Oh, look, it's a friendly flying skull crab. Brainiac called, he wants his spaceship back. Yeah. Right. I think... Start with the submachine gun. I also played Vampire, but not for very long. I played Vampire, had some friends, we LARPed. I didn't know the rules of the game. I didn't have the playbook, I didn't have the book. So, all I knew was it was a role-playing game. I guess I had stats and abilities. I don't know what they were. Most of the time we didn't pay any attention to that. We never rolled. We just had characters and acted them out. We were just a bunch of theater kids that played the game entirely wrong. We used to go out on the town as our characters. And my favorite session where we played was at a traveling carnival that came to town, and we went to the traveling carnival in character. But to this day, I don't really know the rules of Vampire because we didn't really use the rules.
Target was immune. Problematic.
And I honestly didn't know that Vampire was like a tabletop role-playing game that you could actually like play it the way that you play, say, D&D. I didn't know that that was a thing. I didn't know that's how the game was designed. All I knew was that we played it as acting out the characters that we had built for ourselves.
Ineffective attack. Recommend something else. Nicely.
I'm gonna have to run. Run, Shepard. Get over the wall. Oh.
Rerouting commands through firewall 7164.
Did I win? Wow!
I have successfully opened a door on the opposite wall. I will keep it open as long as I can.
Thank you for the save reminder, Mobius. I just did. After I saw your reminder. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Vampire, I just didn't really understand it. Because at the time, I think I had been through one session of, like, D&D, or Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. It was a one-on-one session, and I was really little when I played that. I was probably, like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old the first time I did a session of AD&D, but it was the only session of AD&D I had ever done. And then I had played BattleTech, and I had played Rifts and Warhammer 40k, and ElfQuest. And those are the games that I had played before playing
Down there.
Vampire.
That's where we came in.
Getting close to the end.
Wait, where am I supposed to go? That way. So, none of those mechanics really matched with Vampire's mechanics. I never really learned Vampire's actual game mechanics either. I don't really remember the ElfQuest RPG, I just remember that I played it. And BattleTech was fun. I enjoyed BattleTech. Warhammer 40k I never really understood. I was too young to understand it when I was playing it. Rifts was my game. First time you got in contact with TTRPGs, they were MERPs. You had no clue what it was and never actually played it. The ElfQuest, I really liked ElfQuest. I'm not sure I really did much beyond character creation, though. I just don't remember. But I loved Rift.
Hostiles to the left.
Looking back at it today, I'm like, I wish Rifts would update to have less problematic content.
Not a sweet attack. Assuming control of this form.
Like, I would love an updated version of Rift. I would totally play it. I love the whole concept of Rift. But it was not written by somebody. Most of the game books were written by the same person, and they were not.
Attacks will tear you apart.
Go get them, Chatika. Good girl.
They were not a great person.
Assuming control of this form, you cannot resist.
I can't?
Face your annihilation.
Yeah, I think your attacks on me are futile, Harbinger.
For combat.
Shelter. I have like, I don't know, 29 or so source books for Rifts. Like,
Combat throws away.
until 5e of Dungeons & Dragons, I had not bought as many
Direct control.
source books of any RPG other than Rifts. I have so much Rifts stuff. I loved the game.
This hurts you.
Our gaming group was awesome.
Your form is fragile.
My GM's name, his actual name was Jason. But everybody just called him Bad Karma. Definitely has the vibes. Some great ideas, but 100%. Yeah, it definitely needs updating. I would love to play it, but I would have to do some editing. So I would probably have to GM it if I wanted to play it at this point. Yes, there doesn't seem to be any motivation on the part of the publishers to update it at all. The last update was the 20th anniversary, and it really didn't update much of anything at all.
Assuming control of this form.
Assume control of what form? Where the fuck are you? Ah! Hide behind wall! Hide behind wall!
Just something to help.
Ignore the fallen. Direct intervention is necessary. My attacks
Die,
will tear
drone!
you apart.
Why am I fighting the Borg?
Combat throws away.
Hi, Tony!
I know you feel this.
Feel what? Are you touching me? Henry Crabgrass says consent.
Our power is unmatched. My attacks will tear you apart.
Yeah. I see you, Portico. I will do the things. Oh, thank you for taking care of me. This entire section gives you big old Borg cube vibes. Yeah. Last year. Rifts has not aged well. I have the source books. They take up an entire shelf in the yellow cabinet behind me. I will always have wonderful memories of the games that I played of Rift. But at the moment, I have no actual motivation to play Rift. Escaping the fusion plant from the first half of the Aliens. Yes, Portico, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate and the posture checks. So, I think what I would end up doing if I was gonna do something Riftsian is I would do a game setting using some of the 5e systems that exist out there that give you modern technology and just flavor it like Rift. Maybe pull some of the lore about how the Rift's opened or stuff like that. 5e allows for multiversal content, or I might do Cypher System. I think Cypher System would work really well for telling that kind of story because it has all the different eras and the technology from the different eras, and you can mix in space elements, you can mix in surreal elements, you can mix in stuff from Numenera and the Data Sphere, and like just mix it all together, use everything that Cypher offers, and you set it on Earth with the rifts and like the lore of major cataclysm leading to dimensional rifts opening on the world, like, and you've got rifts just using a different system, and you can pick and choose which elements of lore that you want to keep, and you can just build your own multiversal world set on Earth, which is essentially what Rifts is. It's just the full multiverse set on Earth. Yeah. Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game? Yeah, they are the same system. Arcana of the Ancients from MCG. I'm not familiar with that one, but I totally believe you. One of your favorite 90s TTRPGs, Trinity, is still pretty good. And yeah, I saw something about there was a new version of that. I can't save. Basically, Numenera and 5e. So, I mean, there are a lot of systems out there that you could take the general idea of Rifts and just play them in another system. You don't need to use
Enemies
Rifts
inbound.
at all. Which I think is the way that I would go if I was going to play it. Because there's too much problematic content in Rift, and the specific lore that they built for the Rift system is full of racist shit that doesn't need to be there. If you look at stuff, I mean, just the Atlantis book. Like, no, I don't. I don't need Atlantis to be a place of alien slavers that are enslaving tons and tons and tons of people. No, I'd rather have Atlantis be, I don't know, Strixhaven. I think it would be a lot more fun if Atlantis was something like Strixhaven than a giant alien slave hub. Fan conversion of 5e for Star Wars that actually looks like it works too. Yeah. I can't get out of here. How do I get out of here? Right. Well, ammunition. I'm really sick of this Harbinger guy. Just keeps respawning. And he's not as fun. I hear you, Joker. He's not as fun as the Borg Queen. That. Is that where I'm supposed to go? Nope. What is down there? Oh, I can't go down there. Ah! No! Husks! More droids! No! One of them's gonna be Harbinger in a second. Die! 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 Alright. D8, D9. 10. D11. Die! I don't actually know how many I've counted. I just started saying numbers. Please, Tally, do so. I like having Tally back. Yeah, Mobius, that would be fine. I think you should have the ability to post the link already. you're on my list of regular viewers, and as such, you have that ability. Alright. I'm down to 50 ammos. Nothing left in the Carnifex. 10 shots in the sniper rifle. I am low on ammunition. Low on ammunition. I didn't know that was a word, but okay. That's right. Oh look! I see green! I see sky green.
We're out of time, Commander.
Joker's ship 2!
You heard the man. Everybody onto the Normandy. Move!
Alright. Let's
Strap in,
bamf
people.
on out of here.
I'm gonna make him work for it this time.
You're not losing another Normandy, Joker. It'll never happen. You will never lose the SR2.
I can't dodge this guy forever, Edie. Get us the hell out of here.
After that, they become unmunition.
Mr. Moreau.
Anywhere!
Anywhere that's not here.
Very well. Engage in Mass Effect core.
Just go, Edie! Non-munition. Can we kill Tim now? $1,000 experience. Gained a level. Gathered vital intel regarding Collectors and Omega 4 Relay. With Shepard's escape, Harbinger knows our true capabilities and will have to adopt new tactics. We'll have to be careful, as Harbinger's information network may rival Cerberus or Shadow Brokers. Also appears impossible to block his ability to possess minions. Edie's work was exceptional, however, proving value of shackled AI. Sniper rifle training. Ablative VI. Use the research computer in the Normandy's lab to build this upgrade. Shield upgrade. Squad bonus plus 20% to shields, barriers, and armor. This comprehensive systems upgrade offers improved protection for all squad members, regardless of team members' individual defensive strategies. Multi-core amplifier. Omni-tool upgrade. Squad bonus plus 20% tech power damage. Standard Omni-tools are calibrated with a wide neural input tolerance range so they can be used effectively by any race. By tuning the inputs of the Omni-tool to match the specific neural patterns of the user, responsiveness and power can be greatly increased. Once tuned in this manner, the Omni-tool is almost unusable by anyone but the wearer, and it must be constantly recalibrated to subtle neural shift. Ammunition is what happens when you lose your train of thought while talking about ordnance. Yes. Got a total of 75,000 credits and 500 EZO. I'm sure there was more in there. Achievement earned. Ghost ship. Ghost ship.
Man, Commander. I figure you got a few words for him too.
No more mandatory main questing. Those are my words for Tim. No more mandatory main quest.
Looks like Edie extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
Ah! I knew I couldn't trust you. What the hell is going on? Or that's not all she found. Ah! Ah! I feel like it might be... I need to clean up that emote. Like, I like that it animated, but it lost some definition when it did. I'll have to see if I can clean it up. But this is the subtle way of accusing. This is a direct way of accusing, and this is just aggressive. I'm going with I knew I couldn't trust you.
Edie told us the distress call originated from the Collectors. You betrayed us, just like I knew
Hayden
you
wasn't
would.
on the ship.
We're at
Because we
war.
ship him with us.
The Collectors are taking humans, and every minute we waste is one more we give the enemy to prepare.
I know the stakes, but we're supposed to be on the same side, and I can't trust you.
Without that information, we don't reach the Collector homeworld, and you and every other human may as well be dead. It was a trap, but I was confident in your abilities. And don't forget Edie. The Collectors couldn't have anticipated her.
Next time I want to send Tim in.
You could have told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the Collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways. Besides, I wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
You have one job. Information. If I can't trust your intel, you're useless to me.
It's never that simple. You of all people should know that.
I know that I'll be a lot more careful
Sudden and
with the
inevitable
Collectors and with you.
This is no time for petty grudges. Things are about to get a lot tougher. Edie confirmed our suspicions. The Reapers and Collector ships use an advanced identify friend-foe system that the relays recognize. All we need to do is get our hands on one of those IFFs.
If only.
I was just on the Collector ship. Why didn't you say anything about finding their IFF?
As I said, Edie just confirmed it. Besides, you wouldn't have had time to find and extract it. But we have options. An Alliance science team recently determined that the Great Rift on the planet Klendagon is actually an impact crater
Come on,
from a
it's
mass
Klendagon.
accelerator weapon.
Not Klendagon, it's Klendagon.
A very old mass accelerator. I sent a team to find either the weapon or its target. They found both. The weapon was defunct, but it helped us plot the flight path of the intended target. A 37-million-year-old derelict Reaper. We found it damaged and trapped in the gravity of a brown dwarf.
Aren't brown dwarves basically stars that didn't quite make it?
Simply put, but accurate. They're gas giants that don't quite have the masses of stars. Expect gale force winds and extremely high temperatures. The Reaper has a mass effect field that keeps it in orbit, likely an automated response to the external threats. It's stable, but I won't call it safe.
I saw what Sovereign did to the Citadel fleet. Hard to imagine anything could stop something that powerful.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged while mammals took their first steps on Earth.
So not
There's
that
no
long
trace of the
ago.
species that took the shot. Perhaps it was their one moment of defiance before being wiped out.
I only believe you because I doubt you'd repeat yourself so soon.
It's no less a risk, Shepard. We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's team shortly after they boarded. Initial reconnaissance revealed no clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. But now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily. It will make things easier going forward.
Edie, tell the crew to assemble. We've got a lot to talk about.
Oh boy, do
Of
we.
course, Shepard.
Like how we're gonna kill Tim. Those glowing eyes would haunt your dreams.
Sell us out. Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the Collector databanks. Necessary risk.
He tries something like that again, and the Collectors will be the least of his problems. Edie, are you sure this IFF is gonna work?
I've been going full
My
renegade on
analysis
this.
is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the Collector homeworld based on navigational data from their vessel.
The center of the galaxy.
That can't be right.
Better run the diagnostics, Joker. Looks like our AI's got a bug in the software.
My calculations are correct. The Collector homeworld is located
Sorry,
within the
Trisha.
galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no habitable planets there.
Could be an artificial construction, space station protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the Collectors don't have
I
that
got
kind
a
of
gem.
technology.
The Collectors are just servants of our real enemy, and we've all seen what their masters are capable of. They built the mass relays on the Citadel. Who's to say they can't build a space station surrounded by black holes? No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay, a region where ships can survive. Standard relay transit protocols would not allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand kilometers is common, and would be fatal in the galactic core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
Just because we can follow the Collectors through the relay doesn't mean we can take them out. I don't want to go after them until I know we're ready.
Sooner or later, we need that IFF. I say, why wait?
It's a derelict Reaper.
Because we have side quests we haven't done yet!
We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
The more people we have on our side, the better our chances of success. We need to keep building up the team.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
Like, no, I'm not jumping straight there. I have side quests to do. And now I have lots of people to talk to. Upgrades to install. Codex entries to look at. Don't have codex entries to look at. Leveling up to do. Sneezing to happen. The sneezing will happen eventually. I was trying to time it so that I could mute, but it doesn't want to come. I can feel it. It just doesn't want to come. Maybe we will stop it. I don't know. Alright, I have enough to do Incendiary Ammo 3. Could be good. I don't really use charge. Full warp ammo? Yeah, we'll do warp ammo. Right. Okay then. Not the Collectors. No duh. Acquire Reaper IFF. Poly treason? Right. We still haven't been to the Citadel yet. I think we were planning to go to Ilium next. That was the plan, but let's go talk to people. Because we just did some mandatory main questing, so we have people to talk to. First, research terminal. Citadel and Ilium returns to something 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 trademark law. No weapon upgrade. Damage protection. Let's research it. Redundant field generator. Sometimes, when Shepard's shields go down, they are instantly fully restored. I will take that. Thank you very, very much. Tech damage. Oh, that's the multi-core amplifier. Tech duration. That's the Omni tool that we read. Okay. Oh, we start with. I always think it's good to start with Joker at the front of the ship and work our way back.
So the Collectors were once Protheans repurposed by the Reapers. What a sad end. Makes you wonder if the Keepers on the Citadel were once something different.
Hello, Joker.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's what he says when he has nothing new to say.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Oh yeah, 80s action hero Shepard. He started in a mission, so we didn't get to see 80s action hero Shepard. Unread messages. No new messages. Easy. Right. Yeah, let's start with Morgan.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I just looked at my private terminal and there were no new messages. She lies. Tell you she lies.
Still need to get to Tuchanka, Shepard. My student's being held by Bloodpack.
Yep, I knew
I'll
that.
talk to you later, Mordin.
We'll get there eventually. That's one of those side quests that we need to do. I think everybody's just going to tell us about the side quests that they have assigned us, that we have not done.
I hope we can clear up what's going on with the Gernsback, Commander. Doubt my father's alive after all this time. Was there anything else? Just eager to get going.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Yeah. So far, everybody just wants us to help them with their problem. We have fish yet? I don't see why we would, but... There are no fishies. Looks like a very lonely tank. Why is our music not playing throughout the entire ship? Alright, crude deck. No life support, no port observation. Nobody's in the bathroom.
Shepard, the men's restroom
Nobody's in
is
the
on the port side
bathroom.
of the ship.
These two people, their entire job is sitting at this table. Somehow. Hello, Dr. Chakwas. You're not going to have anything new to say to us
How may I help you,
either.
Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Can't get into the AI core. Don't want to talk to E.
I can't believe the Collectors were once Protheans.
I always pictured Protheans being regal, not giant bugs.
Who knows what the Reapers did to them? Creepy.
Alright, Miranda. You gave me a side
If we have time,
quest.
I'd like to go to Ilium and relocate my sister's family.
Yep.
I'll let you know, Miranda.
Of course, Commander.
Garrus, who also already gave us a quest that we haven't done.
Any chance we could get to the Citadel, Shepard? I'd like to follow that lead on Sidonis.
I'll let you know, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
So the question is, do I do the Citadel first or Ilium? We've been holding off on the Citadel, trying to accomplish everything before going to the Citadel, and I could continue that philosophy, unless it would make more sense for me to do the Citadel and then Ilium. Ilium? That was kind of where I was leaning. You've also given us a quest.
Have time now, Shepard. I need to deal with this.
I'm listening. What's the issue?
Something is wrong, Shepard. I feel wrong. Tense.
Well, don't hit the window.
Something with my hands. More so than usual. Like it's not my choice. Like I just wanna... I don't know. See?
What did I just say? I said
wrong?
don't hit the window.
Pure Krogan probably starts more aggressive than most. I'm not seeing this as a particularly big shift.
Doesn't matter if it's normal. I'm not. I'm not used to this noise. I want control. When we're moving, fighting, I focus. But here, my blood screams, my plates itch, and even you are just noise.
I mean, it sounds like you're having puberty.
Born. What is this?
Don't know if I can help, Grunt. Sounds like we need one of your kind to look into this.
Most off-world Krogan are warriors. Doctors don't leave the homeworld to Junka. I won't ask you to go there. I will control this.
Joker can get us to the Krogan homeworld. I need everyone at their best.
Thank you, Shepard. I don't like this. Fury is my choice, not a sickness.
It just sounds like puberty.
Kenneth, what has the new shielding done to your power grid balance?
Not much. With built-in capacitor subsystems, they have a surprisingly low draw.
Doesn't that mean the shielding boost wouldn't last long under fire?
True. They're built for hard, fast strikes, not firefights of attrition.
Shepard, I'm
New
glad
content.
you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm
Hi,
working
Millie
with
Glitch.
you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
Nobody who knows you could believe you betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said.
Exile.
Exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
Once I'm done
How
talking
often
to
is someone
Tali, I'll do the
completely
hat
charged
trick
with
for you.
treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Anora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
That wouldn't be good.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for
So
how
in
it
game
works,
terms, that means I can do it whenever I
it's
want.
less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard.
Of course we'll help.
I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Okay. Change hats, cause Tony redeemed a hat trick. So I do have another Mass Effect. Could do that. Reapers can wait. No one accuses Tali of treason. I mean, this is a good hat. We'll do this hat. Boop. Got our SR2 hat for our new ship. The ship that we will never lose. Main quest, serious black hat. Side quest, fun blue hat. I mean, if they would give me a range of hats, I would have many more Mass Effect hats. We have a codex entry. Planets and locations. The migrant fleet. The flotilla. Oh, sorry. There. The flotilla, or the migrant fleet, is a fleet of roughly 50,000 starships that houses over 17 million Quarians. The largest collection of starfaring vessels in the galaxy. The fleet is so large it may take days for all the ships to pass through a mass relay. The ships are constantly repaired, replaced, and upgraded to comfortably house as many Quarians as possible. Typically, ships specialize in roles for the fleet, from the enormous agricultural live ships to the shielded lab ships to the repurposed freighters known as home ships that house Quarian children, young parents, and educators. Employed Quarians typically live in the ship they work on, since commuting from ship to ship ties up resources with unnecessary docking procedures. Even within the flotilla, Quarians on most ships will remain encased in their protective suits. Rarely, Quarians will meet on clean ships, for specific purposes such as medical services or reproduction. When this occurs, they remove their suits, knowing full well that it is likely they will spend a few days having allergic reactions or getting over infections as their weakened immune systems compensate for each other's presence. I mean, it would be nice if there was an SR1 hat and a Tali had scarf pattern hat. Those would be good. I do need to take a quick break, so give me just a moment and we'll return back to where we are, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for being patient while I took a break. But yeah, Millie, I would love an SR1 hat. I would also love it if they had more Andromeda merchandise. I know Andromeda was not the most beloved of games, but it was my first Mass Effect game that I ever played, and I loved it. And I would love to have merch for it. But they're not likely to release much more merch for Andromeda, because people didn't really like it. I thought it was great. But as far as like the Tali headscarf, they should do a whole hoodie. Got travel to the migrant fleet. So we have Tali's quest now. I think we're doing Ilium. Or we could do the migrant fleet one. It's off by its lonesome. The Valhallan Threshold. There. Finish checking in with people. Hello to Jack, and that's the last person we have to talk to. Because we don't need to talk to the other guy on the ship. Yep, Jack has nothing for it.
Whatever.
I really, really liked Andromeda. And whenever we finish this, I will continue on and play it again. I have yet to actually play it on my PC. I've only played it on the PS4. So I could use a new save on the PC for it. I started it on the PC, but I never finished on the PC. Guess it's time to see where we're gonna go now. We do have a fuel depot here. We're full up on fuel, but we need probes. Alright. Acer, Yukawa, Solveig, Halava, they are all 100%. Let's see where we're going now. Hawking Ada is where we would go for the Reaper IFF. We're not doing that one yet. We have the Rosetta Nebula, where we could go to help Jacob. We have the Valhallan Threshold, where we could go to help Tali. The Crescent Nebula, which has all the stuff at Ilium. And the Krogan DMZ, the Tachanka stuff. And the Viper Nebula. Rescue Dr. Kenson. I don't even remember what that's related to. I think we're doing Ilium. And then cleaning up the rest of it. All of these technically count as main quest. But this one recruits the other team members that we haven't met yet. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, Rescue Dr. Kenson is a rival base post-game constant. Gotcha. We're gonna do Ilium so that I can finish recruiting and pick up the side quests that they will give me. We're currently in the Tassale system. We We have Ondesta and Lucerne nearby. We will probably visit them first. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll come back to Tisali. Go to Lucerne. Oh, there's Zelani too. We'll go to Zelani. And our first planet, 4 team members. Whee! Yes. Nefima. Tidally locked to the Tar Zelini, Nefima has the expected hot pole and cold pole. Along the Terminator is a thin band of nearly habitable terrain. Unfortunately, the local biosphere is based on a chlorinated oxygen atmosphere. It is not sophisticated, but it has proven highly dangerous. The Asari surveyor Viralis landed on Nefima in 1684 to study the local ecology. Unbeknownst to the crew, a handful of native chlorine-fixing microbes passed through the biohazard screening and entered the ship. The Virales returned to the port of Nosparnalo on Ilium, where the Nephiman microbes escaped into a temperate environment with plentiful unused chlorine. Sorry, I'm stumbling over some of the words today. The microbes devoured the chlorides in the earth. As metallic byproducts, they produced toxic polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs. By the time the infestation was contained, an area of nearly 30 square kilometers had been effectively turned into a toxic waste dump. Nosparnalo had to be abandoned, accelerating the development of Nosastra. Orbital distance 0.8 AU, orbital period 0.8 Earth years, radius 4,456 kilometers, day length 40.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.55 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 32 Celsius, surface gravity 0.57 G. He's so green!
Probe launched. Launching probe.
I wish I could speed this part up. I really do.
Probe away.
I think I say that every time, though. I don't know.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched.
I do have a feeling that once I finish playing these on stream, I'm gonna end up playing them again. Because they're just really good.
Probe away. Probe away.
The Mass Effect games are certainly games that I feel like I could play again and enjoy. Which, replaying the series is such a mood. There haven't been a lot of games that I really enjoy the replayability of. I've replayed Baldur's Gate a few times, but I don't really enjoy it as much. But I've been replaying Dragon Age 2 just in my off time and really enjoying it. Because that game is amazingly good. I think it's better than Inquisition. Inquisition is a great game, it's just too bulky. Dragon Age 2 is a bit more streamlined, and I like that. Pardon me, I'm sorry that I'm coughing. Yeah, so Dragon Age Inquisition is essentially the same game as Mass Effect Andromeda. Just high fantasy instead of sci-fi. And so the vast open worlds that you go to in Mass Effect Andromeda, you essentially have vast open regions to explore in Inquisition, and there are a lot of them, and they take forever to get through. To the point where they become boring. They're just too big. Halimi. Halimi is a post-garden world that once enjoyed an Earth-like oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere. It is still blessed with plentiful water, but a generally cold climate, and extreme seasonal shifts courtesy of a 38-degree axial tilt. Halimi is thought to be the homeworld of the Arthan, a spacefaring species which disappeared approximately 300,000 years ago. Precisely what happened to Halimi is still under debate. It appears a global extinction occurred, wiping out all native animal life forms more complex than zooplankton. Plant forms were not affected, but the lack of oxygen-breathing life caused oxygenation of the atmosphere. Plant life was reduced after lightning storms ignited global wildfires. The leading theory for Halimi's devastation is an out-of-control biological weapon. For this reason, landing is strictly prohibited. The corporations of Ilium have emplaced a network of quarantine satellites to dissuade would-be looters from landing in the crumbling cities. Orbital distance 1.2 AU, orbital period 1.5 Earth years, radius 5,522 kilometers, day length 44.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.84 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 15 Celsius, and surface gravity 0.87 G. Ask me about the hinterlands. Anomaly detected? But landing is strictly prohibited. The hinterlands is like the first big area that you get access to. And like playing the game, it's easy to get bogged down in the hinterlands because you want to explore the whole area, and it takes days. It takes forever.
Launching probe.
Detected in orbit. All units report to ready stations for possible anti-invasion protocol. Repeat. Unidentified ship detected in orbit. All units report to ready stations.
Probe away. Something on our sensors.
Anomaly detected. Mercenary activity detected inside a mining facility on planet's surface. Facility confirmed. Registered to Eldfell Ashland Energy Corporation. Eclipse presence confirmed. Distress beacon powered down at site. Sensors detect multiple spacefaring vessel launches from facility. I'm gonna keep scanning. Can I still land there? Did I just mess that up? Am I not able to do that now? Okay, I can land there later. I panicked. I panicked because I had never done that before. I'd always just gone and done it, but I wasn't done scanning. Oh, I'm totally the exploring type too, Millie. It's just that it does drag a bit when you're doing all the exploring.
Launching probe.
And when they give you collectibles
Probe launched.
that require platforming challenges to get to, I'm not a super great platformer, but I will do every platforming challenge to get the collectibles. Yes, there is definitely fast travel. The platforming's not really required unless you want to get the collectible. Ali and Morden. I'm sorry, I'm coughing today. Good on weapon. I wanted to do level ups. Do the squad members not have points to spend, or they just don't have enough points? They don't have enough points. That's good, Millie, because I am. Oh! Look! It's a side quest! N7. Captured mining facility. Scans detect Eclipse mercenary activity inside a mining facility on the planet Halimi. Investigate Eclipse presence. Land on planet Halimi, where Eclipse seems to have taken residence in an abandoned mine. Grand. We're now on the surface of this planet that landing on is prohibited. Oh, I forgot I don't have unlimited ammo. Things to hide behind. Gonna explore. I mean, there's no resource. Cargo comes. Shipping log. Eldfeld Ashland Energy Corporation. Cargo ship Ter Allen docked and received a large shipment of resources en route to a facility in the Draenei system. Ter Allen requested escort for the shipment, claiming pirate activity along the route. If they're living there, it's not abandoned. This is true. Oh, hi! Did you want to be shot? Because that's how you get shot. Sorry, I brought a doctor with me. I brought a doctor with me that shoots first and asks questions later. Investigate Eclipse presence. Well, there is Eclipse presence. Yeah. Investigate Eclipse presence. Morton will take great care of them. Indeed he will. Refined palladium? I will take refined palladium. 2,000. I mean, I have plenty of palladium already, but I'll still take. Looks like the drill is going. Oh, I get to bypass. Circle. Thank you, Portico. Let me do the stretch. How are the students? Got a lovely beverage to hydrate with. Try not to hunch forward. Got a PDA on the ground. I don't know why there's a public display of affection on the ground, but there is one. Alert. We are under mercenary attack. Escort civilians to crew quarters, then return to the work area to protect the mine computer at all costs. I assume the computer sent that because it was asking for the computer to be protected above the people. I like the bug armor!
Go get him! Good girl!
Computers can be people too. I would say, for me, that applies more to Sam than Edie, but sure. And if you've not played Andromeda, I'm going to try not to give spoilers other than I just sort of did by mentioning Sam.
Combat drone records free, Eclipse.
Oh, ha! I do like when I get headshots.
Should do the trick.
Why are they called the Ket? That would be spoilers, wouldn't it? How do I do that? We will eventually get there, and on stream, it will be revealed what there is known about why they are called the Ket. I said it will be revealed what there is known. I didn't say we would reveal why they're called the Ket. I said we'll reveal what is known. He has never played that far, Snorpamboss. He did say that he looked it up online to find out why, or to like get the story and stuff like that, because he didn't feel like he was ever actually gonna get around to finishing the game. It's their job to put the kettle on. I'm not gonna say. We'll get there organically once we finish Mass Effect 3. We'll start Andromeda, and we will eventually work our way there. I know why they're called the Ket. Sort of. I have played that game. Let's hack the mainframe. Hack the mainframe. Hack the mainframe. Oh, geez, this one. What am I looking for? I should actually look at what I'm supposed to be trying to match. Ah! You also know why the couch? Location of last teleport from Terralan encrypted. Well, let's decrypt it. Let me guess, we're gonna have to fight while decryption is going on? Some of the noises that they're got going on sound weird. Yay, new Valheim base! I just saw their update from this week. Giving, talking about what they're working on for this year, because it's a year old now. Come on.
I'll tear you apart.
Like, a headshot from the sniper rifle should really just take them out, shouldn't it? Mountain Caves looks good. They gave some more like updates on forthcoming Mistlands, which sure seems like it's going to be spidery, and I'm not looking forward to that, but...
You're dead.
I think I got the captain. Now what? Oh, hi! Decrypting complete. I hate that they don't drop loot. They just drop ammo. I want loot. Give me loot. But my Carnifex works again. The decrypted data is incomplete. Further details are required to trace the Terralan's location. Data has been sent to Cerberus for further analysis. Apparently the mission is done. I want more vehicle missions. I want our hovercraft. I want to fly the hovercraft. Recovered 800 credits, 4,000 palladium. That was nice. Nice little side quest while we're doing the survey here. Where are we going now? Epho. Epho is a rocky world with an atmosphere of oxygen and carbon dioxide. There are large craters scattered across its surface, obviously from hypervelocity kinetic impactors. Stretching between these locations are the shattered remains of magnetic levitation rail lines, which strongly suggests the craters represent the former locations of Artheni mining outposts or other settlements. The equatorial region contains an extensive network of canyons, formed by the planet's abundant liquid water. Travel advisory: Epho's atmosphere is approximately 41% carbon dioxide at sea level. This level is 4 to 6 times that necessary to render most species unconscious within a few minutes of breathing it. Breathing masks must be worn at all times while on the surface of Epho. Orbital distance 1.56 AU. Orbital period 2.22 Earth years. Radius 8,031 kilometers. Day length 70 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.98 Earth atmosphere. Surface temperature minus 41 Celsius. 12 equator. Surface gravity 1G. And we got some rich resources here.
Probe away.
Supposed to have abundant water. I do not see that on the actual illustration of the globe here. It looks very barren.
Probe away.
This must be Dune. The planet Arrakis. Sandy on top, but with plentiful water down deep. Oh, look at that peak. I'll take that.
Probe launched.
Gimme those resources.
Launching probe.
Alright, we're down to good. Gotta bump it down to poor, and then we'll move on.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Oh. That should do it. That did not do it. Got one more probe. We better clean this place out. One probe.
Probe away.
Well, it looks like we're coming back to FO after I get more probes. Enter system. And oh, here we come. All right. So many places with such rich resources. Just need to get one more good spike.
Probe away.
It's down to moderate. It's not down to poor yet. Where are these mysterious resources that it thinks that we're gonna get?
Launching probe. Launching probe.
Seriously, where?
Probe away.
Finally! We move on to the next planet. After we strip the galaxy bare, maybe we'll have what we need to defeat the Collector and the Reapers. Galen. Galen is surrounded by an extensive ring system. Inner rings are composed of pulverized nano-manufactured carbon materials, thought to be the remains of an Artheni helium-3 mining infrastructure. The few pieces of larger debris found indicate a materials technology at least equal to the current galactic state-of-the-art. The outer rings consist of water ice, silicate dust, and the odd bit of rock. Analysis of the debris often show shock damage and evidence of rapid heating. Some parahistorical theorists insist that the outer rings represent debris from a moon or moons destroyed by mass accelerator bombardment. This has been rejected by every reputable xenoarchaeologist. While it is theoretically possible to destroy a small moon utterly with dreadnought bombardment, no species sees a compelling reason to do so. Orbital distance 2.96 AU, orbital period 5.7 Earth years, radius 63,539 kilometers, day length 8.9 Earth hours. Salt Caramel Jawbreaker planet. That sounds good. Finally one that isn't, like, rich. We won't have to spend quite as much time here at this planet harvesting resources.
Launching probe.
Oh, and we're already down to poor. Right. We top up on probes because we always need more probes, and then we go to Lucerne. Look at how pretty it It is. It's so pretty. Lucerne. Looks like we've got 5 planets. Start with the big one here. There's one in the sun. Happened before. Jontan is a fairly standard close-orbiting Pegasid gas giant orbiting the star Lucerne at high velocity and heated to temperatures of over 1,000 degrees. Analysis of its orbit has revealed a core of heavy elements with a mass double that of the planet's hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Orbital distance 0.2 AU, orbital period 25, Earth days radius 67,428 kilometers, day length 25 Earth days.
Launching probe.
I'll take that platinum. I will take that iridium. What else you got for me, planet? Some more iridium, I'll take it. Thank you very much. Oh, look, we got some platinum.
Probe away.
We're down to moderate now. We got some palladium for me, I'll take it. And that iridium. It'd be nice if you had some Ezo too. Oh, we're down to core. Up next, we have the second planet in the Lucerne system, Yuntanta. Yuntanta is remarkably close to Earth. Its orbital distance is similar, and while slightly larger, its reduced density yields similar mass, atmospheric pressure, and gravity. There, the similarities end, for Lucerne is a hot class F star, emitting over 8 times the energy of Sol. Yuntanta is a parched wasteland, its water long since boiled away into its nitrogen-carbon dioxide atmosphere. A handful of mining outposts dot the hellishly hot surface. The crews remain in underground bunkers, sending remotely controlled machines out at night to do surface work and load cargo for shipment. Population 230. Orbital distance 1.04 AU, orbital period 0.3 Earth year, radius 7,740 kilometers, day length 24.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.98 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 415 Celsius, surface gravity 1G. This one has got some rich resources on it. We're gonna go ahead and take all of those for ourselves to help save the galaxy. Not from
Probe launched.
I want to see your resources. Broad spectrum iridium and platinum. I'll take
Probe
it.
away.
I'll take that palladium.
Probe away.
Down to moderate.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Thankfully, we get to listen to Trisha Helfer talk a lot when we do this.
Probe launched.
I mean, she's just saying a couple of words each time, but eh.
Probe launched.
Okay, we have harvested Yuntanta. Anything in the asteroid belt has to be concerned with. Does not seem... No, I'm not getting any pings. Dorier. Dorier is a large, hot world with a poisonous atmosphere of acidic nitrogen oxides. While the planet is too close to Lucerne for this to condense and fall as rain, this makes the environment too hostile for forms of life more sophisticated than bacteria to evolve. Orbital distance 2.48 AU. Orbital period 3 Earth years. Radius 8,700 kilometers. Day length 63 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.17 Earth atmosphere. Surface temperature 204 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.2 G.
Probe away.
We're at good. Hopefully we will not have to scan this planet for long.
Probe launched.
The planets are really pretty to look at, so at least they
Probe
give you
away.
something good to look at while you're throwing all of these probes.
Launching probe.
They do all remind me of hard candy.
Probe away.
Although none of them look like Toot Sweet.
Probe away. Launching probe.
I don't know. Hard candy made me think of the song Toot Sweets from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Then I had to start singing.
Probe away.
Where are these moderate resources located, game?
Probe launched.
I just for a second couldn't remember what day of the week it was, and then realized I'm playing Mass Effect, so it must be Sunday.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
Is that sad? That I know what day of the week it is because I know which game I'm playing, and that's the only reason I know why? That's how time works nowadays. Okay, so it's not sad. Alright, we need more probes before we do these last two planets, so we go back to Tisale. So much probing to do in this galaxy. That must be why Tony refers to this as Flort effect. Because we do all the probing. Not at all sad. So much probing, so little time. I mean, they won't let me romance Kaidan when I want to. They won't let me romance Joker at all.
Anomaly detected.
Tarith. Tarith is broadly Earth-like, with a fatal flaw. It has a relatively high amount of chlorine in its atmosphere, the reason for the greenish haze that becomes apparent when looking at the horizon. Chlorine has become a vital component in Tarith's plant life as a defense mechanism against native herbivores. Many species evolved the ability to release clouds of toxic chlorine when disturbed. This gas is heavier than the atmospheric oxygen and tends to settle in low places. While avoidable, this has placed Tarith near the bottom of the lists for colonization. There are intermittent signals originating in the heart of a chlorine-rich swamp, or of a large chlorine swamp. They appear to be coded, though it's not impossible that they are garbled distress signals from a downed civilian ship. Orbital distance 7.8 AU, orbital period 16.7 Earth years, radius 5,677 kilometers, day length 27.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.84 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 21 Celsius, surface gravity 0.87 G. I think we're gonna get to land. We are gonna land on this planet after we probe it for all of its riches. Because a distress signal is less important than gathering all the resources, right?
Launching probe.
That's how this works, right? I know, game. I am aware of how to find the anomaly. At the moment, I'm busy gathering resources. Game likes to give us a description that says, No one should ever set foot on this planet under any circumstances, and those are the ones we land on!
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Oh, look at the Ezo spy!
Probe launched.
I want that Ezo.
Probe away.
Gimme that Ezo.
Launching probe. Probe away. I have found something.
Anomaly detected. Preliminary scans indicate Try that one more time. Preliminary scans indicate a high-powered communications relay on the planet. Communications match known blood pack mercenary protocols. A concentration of Krogan and Vorcha signals are massed inside what appears to be a mining operation. Life signs detected. Unknown species. Advise caution. Yay! Petal, I will go and look at those after stream. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Come on, give me the resources so that I can land on this planet and find out what this unknown life form is. I am excited.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
I feel like today finding the resources is actually harder than normal. Understand why.
Probe away. Launching probe.
There we go. Let's land on this planet that nobody should ever set foot on. Not actually with Holly, we're kicking word. What is that?
The fog on the planet's surface is interfering with your navigation. The nearby beacon towers may serve as a navigational contingency.
Oh, good. Navigate by just walk towards the tall tower in the distance. Rad. I've landed on Klendathu.
What happened here? Problematic.
Attention, all workers. Stop chipping away at this node. There's nothing left here to mine. Move on to the other sites now. Salamo. I didn't think this was Klendathu. Oh, the bug creature reminded you of Stark. Well, but they had, the Elusive Man said the name of a planet. Wasn't it Klendathu that he mentioned? He just said it differently? And when he said it,
Concentrations exceeding safe levels. Proceeding with caution.
I was just like, but it's Klendathu. You said it wrong. It's Klendathu. Klendagan is what he said. But he said it Klendagan. And I was like, no, it's Klendagan.
Enemies inbound.
I was thinking of Klendathu when I was feeling like he mispronounced it. I do like me some Starship. That would be a fun game. Potentially, depending on who built it and how they made it. That is the oh heck! Hi there! Go away! Dragon. Had to be dragon. Yes, raw material. Thank you, 400 platinum. That's the direction we're supposed to go. Do we go this way instead? Who's there? Beware. It's a Clixon? It's called a Clixon. Totally cataclysmic. Whatever. That seems like the right way to go. Raw material! I will take it! Thank you! Where did my team members go? Morden and Tali! Front and center, please! Am I going the right way? Did I go the right way by mistake?
Trouble to the right.
You mean the Clixon that's breathing fire on me? Oh heck. Oh heck. Run! Hi. Let's go here.
Friendly fire, Shepard!
It was worth checking. It really was. Alright. Go up the mountain to the top.
Why were they here?
This is a good question, Morden.
Signs of recent fighting.
Attention, all workers. Fall back now. Evacuation shuttles are on the way. Anyone not at the gathering site with the shuttle's arrival will be left here with these damned bugs! Salamo. We are on Klendathu. Do we have somebody who can read the mind of the Queen Bug? I need my Neil Patrick Harris, please. Something, something, something. Trademark has ended! Yay! I mean, I hope that you enjoy it somewhat since it is your job. But I'm glad that you're here and can hang out while we fight bugs in Mass Effect Starship Troopers. Honestly, BioWare would do an amazing Starship Troopers game.
Get ready to fight.
Ouch. Run. Yes? No. How do I keep getting caught?
Yeah, lost shields.
Mass Troopers are Starship effects, yes. The Resident Psychic in orbit has not led me to Kaidan yet. But, I mean, that's the only reason we would be on this planet, right? Is if Kaidan was here? Salamo. I can't get any more Vorcha from Omega. Garm has his own problems. You're gonna have to man up and deal with this on your own. Maybe build a beacon path. I bet those damn Vorcha are just wandering off in the fog and getting lost. Halus. Yeah, that's very gendered terminology there. Unless the elusive man lied to us by implying that Kaidan was here when he is not. That sounds like totally something he would do that we would 100% believe because it's Kaidan, and if Kaidan's in danger, we're gonna go. Damn it. Now the elusive man knows how to play us. There was a cave over there. Beacon goes up there. Which means check cave first. Raw material. It wasn't a cave, it was just a light, but it's fine. It did its job of getting my attention, making me go there first. So, there are people in chat that play games. You probably lied about Kaidan's location as well. I know this is not an unusual observation, that there are people in my chat who play games. I presently have GOG and Steam installed, as well as the EA Play Store and the Origin app, because those were required to be installed for a couple of the games that I play. There are some games that I have looked at that are exclusive to the Epic Store, but I don't have Epic installed. And I've resisted getting the games because they're exclusive to Epic, and I didn't want to install yet another game launcher. Is it worth installing Epic? Like, I have no desire to have Epic. If a game isn't in my Steam library, I forget that I own it, usually. But I wouldn't mind giving Kingdom Hearts on the PC a try, which I can only do if I have the Epic game. Ouch. Run. 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 Got it. The Epic launcher is hideous, always crashes, and nothing that starts out there remains exclusive forever. Like, and see, I can play Kingdom Hearts without the Epic Store, I just have to boot up my PS4. I have the entirety of Kingdom Hearts on my PS4. So I could play it there. I just would like to play it on my PC. You only got it for Outer Worlds. I have a couple of free games that I got off of, like, the Twitch Prime stuff, where you can get some free games, and at least 2 of them are exclusive to the Amazon games launcher, and I'm like, I redeemed them because they seemed like interesting games, but there's almost no chance that I will ever install the Amazon games launcher. I find the plethora of launchers unnecessary. Let me download the game and launch it on whichever platform I want to launch it on. That's what I want, but, you know, that's just probably not just me. I have games on GOG that I would like to play, but I forget that I own them because they're on GOG. And the only thing that, like, I think of GOG as, this is the system that I use to launch Ultima. And anything else that I have on GOG, I just forget I have. which is sad because that's where I have Shadowrun. I have since added Shadowrun to my Steam launcher so that I will hopefully remember it exists and eventually play it. You should start a master list, yeah. Like, I have a couple of games that I can only launch from the Origin app. I have Outer Worlds. No. I have Outer Wilds. I've never gotten Outer Worlds. It wasn't. I have Outer Wilds because somebody put it on my wheel of games that I need to play eventually once I spin the wheel and it says I can play them. I didn't get Outer Worlds because it's first person and I really don't care for first person games that much. Unless I'm getting the names backward. Yes, so I have Outer Wilds, and Outer Worlds I've seen, and I've heard that it's really good, and it looks like it would be really good, but it's first person only, and that is a big no for me, because I don't do well with first person. So I just haven't really been interested in it because it's first person. Which is part of why I've never really gotten into No Man's Sky. I've played it, but I just can't get into it because it's first person. Same thing with Subnautica. I've played it, I've tried to play it, I love the game, it's first person, and I suck at first person. I don't enjoy playing first person games. Give me a third person view, but I understand that's a whole extra level of development. But it eliminates a class of games for me. Outer Wilds is also first person, but somebody added it to my list and I'll give it a shot, but it's just difficult for me. You're right. No Man's Sky does have a third-person mode. So I've played No Man's Sky more extensively than like I really want to play Subnautica. But the fact that it's first person adds a level of difficulty for me that makes the game not enjoyable. Which is sad, because I really want to play it. And it's just a me thing. For me, having a third-person option is a level of accessibility. Where if there is no third-person option, I don't have accessibility. No, it's Tony, it's fine. I think it's a game that will be fun. It'll just be difficult for me because it's first person. That's all. It adds a level of difficulty and just makes the game harder for me. So I might end up going with like an easier difficulty level. We've already done. That's all. I will have to reduce the difficulty because it's first person. But I think Outer Wilds has different levels, so it should be fine. And honestly, the third-person preference for me could be that my gaming experience is mostly like top-down games. Even this is an adjustment for me. But like I started with Ultima. I started with something like Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. No, not Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. No. Yeah, That's what it is. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, the PS2 game, where you had you could see the map and you're looking down at an angle at your characters. Like, that's what I started with, and that's, I think, part of why third person is just easier for me. A common methane ammonia gas giant, Zetic is best known for the infamous Kalthor Camp. Established on the ice moon of Gaesis, Kalthor was a Blue Suns hostile environment training facility run by a cadre of former Batarian Special Intervention Unit operators. In 2168, a cluster-wide scandal broke out when it was revealed that the mortality rate of recruits sent to the camp might be as high as 18%. Investigation by Asari authorities based on Ilium uncovered group graves around the facility containing the remains of several hundred recruits dating back 2 decades. The camp was immediately closed and the remains sent back to their world of origin. An inquest by the Blue Suns found the Batarian commandos had used harsh training methods, but these were consistent with their own training to join the SIU. The Batarians were exonerated, though Kalthor was shut down, and they were reassigned to other units. As the Crescent Nebula is beyond the sphere of Council law, no civil charges could be filed against the Blue Suns. Orbital distance 15.6 AU, orbital period 47.4 Earth years, radius 30,054 kilometers, day length 13.7 Earth hours. Yes, isometric style. That is probably my favorite style, although I have grown very accustomed to and enjoy the this third-person style of BioWare.
Launching probe.
But like when I played Bethesda game. Wow, brain. Okay. You only know it from some dungeon mapping software. I have to look because my brain is not. What is this game that I'm trying to bring to my mind? Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim. When I played Skyrim, I opened it up and I got started on it and I was just like, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to play this. And then I looked up and found out that there was the ability to switch. I haven't really done much of this, but yeah, I get what you're saying about the heights. The stream is borked. I'm back. Maybe. We'll see. Well, I'm just gonna save, because I was debating going for another hour just to raid into Amy, but I think that's a sign. I've saved. We'll do more exploration and start Ilium next week. I don't know that I'm actually back. Because I'm still showing lots of dropped frames. And Twitch Inspector says I'm bad and everything. It just all looks bad. So let me go. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but thank you. Oh, Amy's not starting till 2 hours later today anyway? Oh, well. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and end it, because hopefully I really, 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 really hope that the utility work gets finished and that I get a competition for an internet service provider that can provide me with better upload speeds, and hopefully that will stabilize some of this. We got through most of the stream without any problem, so I think we take that win. It is time to end the stream anyway. I just saved. We'll finish exploration and we'll move on to Ilium next week. But thank you all for coming. Thank you so much, Mobius Tempest, for your resubscription of 7 months. It's glorious to have all of you come and join me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Was Not Worth It, for being a subscriber over on Coffee. Yes, curse you, internets. You're in the credits, yeah. This stream is made possible by viewers like you. So I will be live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. where we will start Darklands, whatever that game happens to be. It is it's a 1992 open world computer RPG, very similar to Ultima, it seems, and it is set during the Ottoman Empire in 15th Germany, I believe. I think it's 15th century. It might be 16th century. I don't remember if it's 1400s or 1500s. Probably 1500s. I don't remember. I don't really know anything about it. It was put on the wheel. We spun the wheel. It said we're going to play it. So we're going to play it. Don't forget to look under the bed for gnomes. Oh my. Now I'm scared. But okay. So I should pay attention and look and see who we're going to stream. Or who we're going to raid. Raid is the word. That is the word that I wanted. Let me do a quick search of my followed channels and see where we're going to go and say hello. Yeah, Mix It Up doesn't want to do that for me today. So instead, let me do this on my actual internet browser. And let me mute this tab so you don't get random sound from whatever happens to be playing on the main page. Well, we are not going over to Digiheart Games. They're playing Mass Effect 3 and are at the grand finale, so we're not going to go over there because I don't want spoilers. But I think today we might just pop in and say hello to Damien Haas, who's playing the new, it looks like Pokemon game. Yeah, the new Pokemon game. Damien's a fun time. If you're not familiar with Damien, he is a voice actor, sketch writer, and whatnot. You might know him from some stuffs on the internets. Since I don't know, he's been involved in Smosh for a while. You would know him from Smosh. We've popped over to Disco Does D&D a few times, but I think today I'm just gonna pop over. Since I don't get to pop in on his streams often enough. But so yeah, if you don't follow Damien, he's totally worth a follow. Absolutely fun times on his. And I'm gonna go ahead and click on Start Raid and hopefully introduce you all to somebody new who is fun and wonderful. He does some really good Stardew Valley streams, currently playing Pokemon, also does some Dark Souls and stuff like that too. And it's generally a fun time. So we'll pop in and say hi. And yeah, thank you everybody for coming. I hope that I see you again soon. Until then, get out there and do some shenanigans.
Rogan rating with